I'm gonna be upfront with everybody. I was gonna take a break from making videos. I mean, seriously, I was gonna take a break from making videos. I mean, there are videos that I want to make, but I don't have that energy to sit here and do it. But then I started thinking, I started, no. Let me get out here and keep challenging people. Keep putting that mirror up to situations where people can see what's going on. Now, if you haven't been following what's been going on with Donald Trump and Mitt Romney, you guys need to understand something. Donald Trump is bringing the whole birth certificate thing right back up again. Not that it ever went anywhere, but he's like a guided missile. He's like bringing it right back up. He's going for that target. He wants it to explode. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you listen to Mitt Romney, when he said some of his press team released a statement, Mitt Romney believes, listen to the tone, believes that the president, instead of saying the president was born in Hawaii, which is part of the United States. Not just believes, not just he's a community organizer shit, not Reverend Wright. Put that shit to the side. But see, this is a group of people, and I've said this before, not all, but a group of people who've been so used to being entitled, being in a position of authority or perceived authority, they don't care what you think. Mitt Romney is talking about going to war. He's talking about giving weapons to our so-called allies. A man who never served in Vietnam, all his sons never wore the uniform. They're in my age group. These guys never done anything. Donald Trump never served in the military. These guys, all they do is go around starting shit and saying the most insensitive things. Donald Trump has always said racist things over the years. People dismiss it because he was rich or because he was white. People are not going to front or bust out another white person in front of a black person. When Donald Trump started this whole birthday thing and said the blacks, NBC should have canceled this show. Or at least put his show on hiatus. But when he started talking about the blacks, as if we're a whole nother species altogether, that's when it should. Every black person associated with the show, or any black person watching NBC should say, nope, we're going to boycott the network. But Mitt Romney showed his true colors. That here it is, this man consult not only the black community, but the second black president of the United States. And I said second, because we did have first black president before President Obama. Look it up, brothers and sisters. He didn't care. All he wants is to get that support, to get people to vote for him. He don't care how racist or how hateful they are, or how their rhetoric has been used to incite violence across the country. He doesn't care. He said in an interview time and time again, he don't care about poor people. He don't care about who gets hurt. He don't care about women's rights. He said corporations are people too. This came out of this man's mouth. They got video proof of this man changing his mind on subject after subject, after policy. And yet there are people out here willing to support, vote for this guy because he's not the other guy. He's not the black guy. President Obama has done everything to please white folks in the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, and he's still looked upon as a nigger. Some of you got mad at me for pointing out my reasons why I didn't want to support the president. Because of that. But he's still getting attacked. Here it is. They bring up, they mention, I've heard them mention Sister Soldier. I've heard them mention Reverend Wright, Reverend Jackson, Mr. Farrakhan, the Black Panther Party, the new Black Panther Party, Dr. King, Malcolm X, and they've all used it against Mr. Obama and the black community, or reinterpret what these people have said. Donald Trump doesn't care. He's arrogant. He's racist. Donald Trump has said things for years, and like I said before, the media has glossed over it. But Mitt Romney showed us what kind of president if he does win, what he's going to be. And I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters. Let me talk to our brothers and sisters, black people in particular. We already get fucked over, but we about to get fucked over a lot more. Because guess what? They're going to go after other people of color, and guess what they're going to do like they've always done? They're going to side with the so-called dominant. But guess what? I got to let those people know you're going to get fucked in the ass too. And those white men and white women who are going to vote against the economic interests, as usual, you're going to get fucked even more. Every election cycle, these politicians talk about jobs in America, but yet Mitt Romney is one of the people that bought companies, disbanded them, and sent these places overseas or closed them altogether. Donald Trump is a millionaire, not a billionaire, a millionaire. Why does he open factories or put businesses in place to get Americans a job? You keep talking about China. Who started partnership with China? It wasn't President Obama. It was administrations before Mr. Obama, before Mr. Bush, before Mr. Clinton. But see, they take into account that we have a short memory, or we don't pay attention, or we don't file away certain incidents or certain words that's been said or done. Every time I see Donald Trump, every time I see Mitt Romney with Donald Trump, or he make his thinly veiled racial attacks, community organized. That's code for he's a nigger, folks. Sarah Palin them tried that. Remember that movie Game Change? At first I thought maybe this might be a little exaggerations here and there. But every time you watch Fox, she says the very things that they said in that movie. Those people are dangerous. They love perpetual war. They love to see people miserable. Here it is, they worried about abortion, but once the child's born, that's your responsibility to take care of them. They want to talk about war, but they don't want to fight them. They talk about taxes, but complain about the roads and shit falling apart. I said it for a long time. My father said it. My uncles and them have even said it. They said rich people keep the shit going. They like their kid in the classroom, the popular kid, that, you know, you're already popular, but you got to make sure everybody else suffers. You got to stay popular no matter what. When Mitt Romney died, he can't take that money with him. When Donald Trump died, they can't take that money with him as long as you don't have it. See, they want their legacies to go on forever. I mean, Mitt Romney is a millionaire or billionaire in some cases with him, what I hear. But yet, that's not enough for him. I gotta be president. Mitt Romney and Donald Trump are in the same age group as my father. And my father could tell you, he remember going to school with guys like that. He remember seeing guys coming to the community, doing all kinds of dirty shit, saying all kinds of things. And now these fuckers are in politics. They're in big business. And they want to keep this division going. Because they learned it from their daddies, they mamas, their uncles. I never sat down with Mitt Romney. Never sat down with Donald Trump. But what they've said and what they've done show what kind of men they are. And I'm pretty sure the women they marry, the children that they have, and we've seen both Donald's children, how arrogant and nasty they are, and Mitt, how arrogant and nasty his sons are. That they're going to continue their father's legacy. They're going to keep pushing this hate. They're in the same age group as we are, and we're allowing these fuckers to get away manipulating our people or other people. But he's a birther. No, quit calling him, quit being cute. Call what it is. He's a racist. Way before Mr. Obama won, as black folk, we've heard this. You're not legit. You didn't get this by hard work. You're not really American. You don't deserve to be here. We're going to take our country back. Get out of here. We don't want you here. That's the first thing coming out of their mouth. They think this is theirs. They're not natural anywhere. We taught them civilization. They turned around, stabbed us in the back, and we've been paying for it ever since. Every person of color has had to suffer because they're trusting people like this. And for those who are white, and you're not racist, or like these men or their offspring, I'm not talking about you. If it's not you, ignore it. But a lot of you are complaining now because you guys are getting your nigga moment. See, as long as black folk and other people of color was suffering, y'all was cool. Going on your trips, going to your parties, buying your nice cars. There are white people that I know that have fucked up credit but still able to get brand new things. Here it is, I have great credit and still got to jump through hoops to get shit. Because they don't want you to have something they don't have. But if you put Mitt Romney in office, you think you're getting fucked now, guess what's going to happen? Y'all would think after 8 years of President Bush and Vice President Cheney, y'all get enough of voting, get your own economic interests. Mr. Obama has done things that other presidents haven't done, positive, and he's done things that other presidents have done that was negative. The people who should be bitching the most should be the black community. But some of us understand the game. That doesn't necessarily mean we agree with it, but we understand it. 3 weeks ago, I did some videos saying I wasn't going to support President Obama because he came out talking about his support for same-sex marriage, which I have no problem with him supporting it. My issue is that he won't talk to our issues. He won't come out as vocal for us. So I said I wasn't going to vote for him because I said, how many times do we keep getting the middle finger? Or keep getting told, hey, there, wait, we got to wait a little bit. Our people been waiting for 500 more years. At some point, we got to say enough is enough. But when I see them bringing a Reverend Wright, when I see them dropping code words and not so subtle, when I hear them fully embrace a mindset, a racist mindset that you wouldn't think they would never open in the last, well, how can I put this, in this today's society. See, I can get back when our parents as kids, back in the 60s and 50s, 40s, grandparents and them, I can get that. But usually you try to at least cover it up and hide it. They don't do it anymore because they don't care. Here it is, these bastards discovered what happened on 9/11. Everybody was scared out their ass. Black people was walking around saying, we told you guys, quit fucking with people. But since nothing has happened since, now they got their cockiness back. Just fucking with people. Saying the most hateful things. Well, I'm going to tell you something. These men and women are going to get another nigga wake up moment pretty soon. Those who are protesting Occupy Wall Street, NATO, you guys are opportunists. Where were you at when it was going after Reverend Wright or these other black organizations or saying the most racist and vile things about the black community and our first black president? Our second black president. But when like y'all about to lose y'all job or y'all opportunity to make money, we got to go support each other. I've had people send me comments, oh man, we got to put it together. You shouldn't hate. Wait a minute, don't tell a black person what we should and shouldn't feel. I think black people are entitled to hate somebody or hate a group of people. Every day, people do things to fuck us over. And we keep telling people, like, you guys don't see it. You don't want to see it until you get your karma. But when I keep seeing Donald Trump and Mitt Romney and people like them say the most hateful, arrogant, and misleading things, I got to say, you know what? I can't sit on my ass this election, whether it be for the local, state, or federal. So as much as it pains me to say this, I'm going to throw my support behind Mr. Obama. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to challenge. I'm not going to talk about things that he needs to be doing, because that's my right as an American citizen. That's your right as well. But if everybody was scared of Palin and McCain getting in, you should be afraid of Romney. At least McCain thought for himself. This man does not think for himself. He only thinks about his pockets. When you can stand next to Donald Trump, a man who has said racial things, not just recently, but for years, it tells me more about his character than anything. Donald Trump, back about 20-some years ago, took out ads in all the major New York newspapers talking about the Central Park rape case, where those young brothers were falsely accused. He never apologized. He just kept going. Donald Trump knuckled down on CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, ABC, knuckled down. And not one time the NBC said, you know what, Donald, we're canceling your show. At least ABC had the guts to get rid of Hank Williams Jr. when he was talking that shit about President Obama, comparing him to Hitler. I'm telling you, the older these motherfuckers get, is always there. They hide in their teens. It come out in the late teens, early 20s. They hide maybe in the early 30s, they mid 30s to the early 40s. You'll see it. Then they hide it again when they get in their late 40s and their 50s because they got their midlife crisis because either their children's leaving home or they lonely Well, they got to befriend the black guy, the black chick. Then when they get in their 60s and 70s, here it come, full tilt racism. If they stay in the predominantly white area. I never pray for harm on anybody, but listen to these fuckers say the things they said about Mr. Obama and the black community. I ain't gonna lie to you. If somebody said, hey, today in the news, Donald Trump. Yes. Today in the news, Sarah Palin. Yes. Just like when Andrew Breitbart dropped dead of a heart attack, but he rested in hell. I didn't shed a tear. Because these motherfuckers are spreading hate and lies. So why should we keep taking the high ground when these people take the low road? Why? I can't stand Donald Trump. Can't stand Mitt Romney. Can't stand Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, Sarah Palin. None of them. I can't stand them because they are nothing but shit starters. They're nothing but bullies that never matured. And because they got a little money and power, they're going to make sure they make the other classmates, the other people in the class who's scared to stand up to bullies, their enforcers. Man, don't that sound like a gang to you? Yeah, that's what they're a gang. They're nothing but a gang. And we legitimize them every time we watch their programs or buy their product.